Okay, everybody, here we go. Let's take a look at gold futures. This December contracts 2021. The symbol for that is /GC. But you know what else? You can also trade, right? You can trade the /MGC. So those are the E micro gold. That's really nice. Okay, very affordable. So those that don't have a lot of margin, or you just want to keep your trade small, not use up a lot of margin in your account, MGC, the E micro gold futures is really nice to trade. I trade that a lot. Okay. All right. Today is November 5th, 2021. I've had a few people ask me, okay, what time zone am I in? I'm in Texas, Central Standard Time. Okay. So those who want to know the time zone, that's where I'm at. Okay. All right. Let's take a look and see what's going on here. Gold's been tracking along. This is a daily chart. Okay, we're gonna look at some different time frames, but for the moment, looking at the daily here. Okay, and gold's been tracking right along this 50-day moving average. Look at this. Now that's about 1780-ish, 1781. Today, finally, gold decided it was going to go up because it was just sitting on this 50 forever and a day. Can't make up its mind what it wants to do. Okay. So we're getting some signals back here about a potential little pullback in gold, and it happened, sure enough. We got these yellow signals back here, which basically talk about a divergence going on, and gold pulled back. Let's see, where was it over here when we got those signals? It was trading up there around 11-ish, 1810, 1808, up in that area, and got as low as 1758. So pretty good movement in gold from there to there. But it looks like this time, since gold is broken above the 50-day moving average, it looks like to me that it found some support here, right? It's like it's bouncing off the 50-day moving average and going up. That's a good sign. It's a good sign especially if you're going long. It's been weak here for quite a while. Okay, weak there for quite a while. Now, we can see on the Big Daddy, broke above the upper line. On the SMI, the Stochastic Momentum Index, hasn't really gotten up there yet, so that's actually a good sign. I'm seeing that the MACD is working its way, just kind of getting above that zero line. Okay, and there's not much to talk about on the amplitude percent indicator because obviously the candlestick is really, really close to the 50. Let's just zoom in here just a little bit. Okay, right? So potential for a long side trade there going on in gold. Let's take a look at the weekly and the monthly, and get a better feel for where are we at on long term. Okay. Really long term on the MACD, looks like gold wants to try to come down. Let me get rid of some of the wants to try to come down. Just over a period of many months, even years, right? Gold's peaked up here at 2889, which happened back there in August of, was that 2020, I guess? Yep, that was August 2020. And long term, it wants to try to come down. Okay, really long term, like months and years, that's that time frame. But on the short term, or shorter term, over a period of the next few months at least, looks like gold is trying to make its way up. Okay. So this time period here was, let's see, how many months was this? This was about 3, 6, 9 months, right? Looks like about 9 months there. Maybe a little more. 3, 6, 9 months, guys, from there to there. Okay? And not quite halfway, so, looking at what? Maybe another 5, 6, 7 months of upward on the average. Now, doesn't mean price can't go up and down meantime, but 5 or 6 months of upward pricing. Just be aware that long term looks like gold wants to try to come down. That's very long term, right? Okay, let's take a look at the weekly and see what's going on there. And one more thing on this. One more thing out here. Okay, nothing too concerning there. Let's look at the weekly chart. What is going on in weekly? Wow, look at that. Gold just tracking right along the 50-week moving average. Just tracking right on it. Kind of crisscrossing. And then it got below the 50-week back there in like June-ish. Yeah. got below the 50 back in June, the 50 week, and just keeps bumping into resistance, guys. Boom. Back in July-ish, maybe early July, hit resistance, came down up into September, it looks like, somewhere around there. August, September, hit resistance again, came down, came up, and now we're going to see whether it can break above that 50 week. So far, it hasn't been able to do it, guys. Just keeps banging up against the 50 week, which right now is around 1803. Of course, today it's trading as high as 1820, so it did get above it a little bit here. But gold's going to have to tell us what it really wants to do. Now, on a weekly time frame, looks like there's room for gold to go up. Okay, let me clear the screen here of this mess. I want to check something out here. On these little dots here, we're suggesting a little bit of a pullback or a price divergence. Okay, nothing really materialized except for maybe a little bit right there. And the Big Daddy was not in agreement at all. So not a strong signal. The white signals, the white dots tell us 3 or 4 week divergence. When you get white and yellow, then you can be a little more concerned. See how it showed up here and it came down? Over here it showed up, came down. Way back here, guys, when it was coming off all-time highs, we had both the Big Daddy and the SMI telling us, hey, be careful, and price sure enough continued to erode. Okay, that's on a weekly time frame. So short term, or I shouldn't say short term, but weekly, guys, looks like gold's got a little bit of room to breathe and go up here, right? Looks like there's some room to go up. So hopefully, if it breaks, guys, here's the thing. If it breaks above this 50-week moving average and can get some legs and get above it, okay, especially like next week, if we see it bumping up above it, like we get a nice good green candlestick like that above the 50, then you got a good solid week of maybe going long in there, okay? Because we really got to be careful to see if this thing's going to break above strong. Because right now, see this? The SMI is looking weak, and the MACD is flatlined. Okay, the Big Daddy was weak, but now shows like it wants to try. The Big Daddy's very reactive. It kind of gets out ahead of things a little bit, okay? It's a little bit forecasts and predicts the market. That's what's great about that indicator. So it's got more strength in this last peak, okay, which was, to be specific, we're looking right at that. That was August 30th, the week of August 30th, okay? So right now, we're a little bit, what was the peak there? 320 on the Big Daddy, and now we're at 334. So we're going to keep an eye on this. It looks like just maybe, if it can get above that 50 week, the 18, if it consistently stays above 1830, who knows? Maybe we'll get up here and it'll ride above it for a while. That'd be nice, huh? Okay. One more peek at the monthly. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's go take a look at the hourly. Let's look at that hourly. Where's my 20-day one? Here's a 20-day 1 hour. Oh, look at gold. Ooh, gold is happy. Happy gold. Wow, look at this. My goodness, what an amazing week for gold, huh? Or I should say amazing, really just, well, yeah, not amazing week, sorry. Well, yeah, okay. From about mid-Wednesday, guys, look at this, all the way through Friday, on fire. Okay? Do have some signals here that look like could be a temporary pullback just on the hourly basis. Okay? But so far, the SMI is not showing any dots about divergence going on. Just showing up now the last few hours at the end of the day for gold. So I wouldn't take this too serious just yet. If we see some yellow over here and some white and yellow show up on the SMI, on the hourly, then we could say, okay, let's be a little more careful. Might have a temporary pullback. So, I mean, we are elevated here on the SMI, and we're looking a little bit elevated as well on the Big Daddy. The MACD is well above the zero line on the hourly, showing some strength. Okay, we are kind of hot here in amplitude, meaning the distance between the candlestick and the 50-hour is kind of high. Let's go back here and just look and see. Yeah, that's kind of high. I'm a little surprised we didn't see some of this going on. with this kind of amplitude. That one's a little late. So we don't have any, interesting, okay. So we're going to want to keep an eye on the hourly to see if we get some white or red dots or yellow, red, anything that shows up over here and over here, just to make sure we're not getting too hot on this hourly. Okay. Pretty strong move off the 50-hour, guys. Look at this, amazing. Got above it from early Wednesday. That's kind of Wednesday night going into Thursday, all the way into Thursday. Got hot, got above the 50. Really just tracked sideways for a long time there. Came down touch and then off to the races, yeah. Let me see, is that was today, 7 a.m. in the morning today, I think, took off. Okay, pretty cool, really nice. Gold, to me, guys, really needs to kind of prove itself, right? It still really hasn't proven itself as it just sits on that 50-day. But this is encouraging right here. Okay, let's take a look at where, let me get a little more breathing room on the time axis. Let's bump this up to 50 so I can get a little more room to the right here. There we go. And then we'll back off here a little bit and zoom out just a little bit so I can get a better feel for the cycles. The cycles are this, guys. These are cycles right here. Okay. And, man, they've been very consistent in gold. Gold is amazing. My goodness, look at that. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, this one's a little off, a little extended, but it still did really good job. Even way back here, guys, gold has just been amazingly consistent with these cycles. So let's see, where does this one end up? All the way in December. Okay? All the way in December. So that's encouraging. We may have gotten past this on the daily. Right? Maybe, just maybe. We might just see gold come up here. That would be nice to see it get up there before it decides to do anything. So I think gold still needs to prove itself a little bit about what is it going to do? Is it going to do one of these and track back down to the 50 right away? So we need gold to tell us what's going on. It's just starting to get some legs under it, just starting to get going here. We'll keep an eye on gold for the next few days, guys and gals. Right now, I'd be a little cautious about going long. I feel like it's not quite ready to really give us that strong indication that it's ready to go long. One last look at the weekly here. What is happening? Yeah, weekly still tracking below that 50. That's what I mean. See, it hasn't really given us enough indication. It too is going up, but it's going to have to get a little above or give us a little love here. Okay, for me, I feel like gold need to be a little more patient. We'll go into next week. We'll see what that thing's going to do. If it gets some legs underneath it, then we can start talking about maybe taking on a long. All right, guys and gals, that's it for gold, guys. That's what I think is going to happen with gold for now. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. It really helps out. And click that little bell so you get notified of all the videos as I put them out. Talk to you all real soon again next time.